Okay, hey, I'm here with Paul Castoe, and he is the.
Executive Director and President of TSAI, Tennessee Songwriters Association International.
Thank you for telling me that because I was going to get that screwed up.
It's a little mouthful, but
So, how long have you been in that position, Paul?
I was elected last May, so almost a year.
Wow. And can you tell me a little bit about the workings of this organization?
Oh, absolutely. It's a 35, 36-year-old organization. Started, of course, that long ago. Music was a lot different, so it was a lot easier to pitch songs. There were more labels and more artists and more records coming out and more everything than there is now on the official label level. So it was a lot easier to do that, and there were plenty of writers around. You just joined and have meetings. People came, you pitched songs, and people cut them. I mean, in the 90s and 80s and stuff, there was a lot more music going on. Of course, the music business in general has changed a lot, but now, what we're trying to do is really educate the new writers coming to town in how Nashville works, how the music business in Nashville works, which isn't really like the TV show, and help with the craft of writing. And networking in any business is key, and in this business maybe more than a lot. So we meeting people and meeting the right people, learning who to stay away from, and how the ins and outs of all that work, who to listen to, and how to take advice. You should always listen, but you don't always have to do what everybody says. If you get a consensus opinion, then maybe address it. But just that whole thing. I mean, there's a lot to learn about the business. It's a lot more technical than it ever used to be, between computers and just all the legal aspects of it. We have a blog, and we just put out our most recent one about metadata. And a lot of people have no idea what that means, but basically if you're going to record the song, you imprint that information on the song and on the recording, so when it gets played somewhere, they have the artist name and the writer's names and everything there is about that song, that for licensing and all that, because that's a legal thing that everybody needs to know. A lot of music gets used in movies and TVs now, and they need to know that in LA. They need to have that information like that. Education on a lot of levels.
A lot to it, isn't it?
There is. I mean, the music is the fun part, and writing is the fun part, and I don't perform, but I love being in the studio and producing and things. And that's the whole reason behind everything, and reaching people and moving people, and telling a great story or helping someone get through a problem or whatever. Music is always good at that. I mean, we've changed society over the years with music. I'm really excited about where it's going now, because like some of the folks were talking about Americana and some other traditional things coming back, where we can say something. We can start a movement or help get into a deeper subject than, yay, I'm happy you have a pickup truck at the river.
Yeah. If you were to categorize your own songwriting, how would you say that?
Good. Now, I write a lot of things. Again, I'm not a performer, so I'm not writing for me to have to perform it. It doesn't fit a certain style. I think the title and the story song goes where that should lead. If it ends up being a little more rock, that's great. If it ends up being a little more R&B, actual R&B, then that's great. If it ends up, being a little folkier, a little more traditional, I love all of those styles of music. And I've got songs landing all over the place in that, because, again, I don't have to sing it. So, a lot of writers do, and they should be performing their own material. So, they'll write a melody that's within their range of singing, when maybe that melody should reach a little farther if they didn't, if it wasn't for them to actually sing. So there's a lot of writers like me too that there's pros and cons to everything, but I just let the song go where it should go. So.
Well, I really appreciate your having us over here and shooting the TSAI Songwriters. We look forward to doing other things with you and
yeah.
giving them an opportunity to have media access
Absolutely.
in Nashville.
And thank you for this opportunity. We can reach a lot of people. You can reach a lot of people. We have members international, it's true. We have people in Canada and Australia and South Africa and Europe and really everywhere. And we can pitch songs for them when they join. So
Well, thank you so much.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.